Hi, everyone, and welcome. Glad to be with you tonight. The Eagles, the best record in the NFL, and we're going to talk about it here. They keep winning on the football field, and they are dancing as they do it. So, in our latest episode of Unscripted, we're going to find out from Fletcher Cox, Michael Kendricks, and Corey Clement what it's been like to keep things rolling. But first on Inside the Eagles, let's go back to last Sunday's game. 31-3 over the Chicago Bears at Lincoln Financial Field. It's our Sounds of the Week presented by Bose. Nothing comes between you and your music.
Let me see what you got. Come on. Come on. Let me see what you got. Let me see what you got. That way. That way. Enjoy the game, okay? Have fun, let me have fun. There you go.
The Philadelphia Eagles hosting the Chicago Bears was a Thanksgiving game that meant more than their records would suggest. And they started off strong.
Wentz takes the snap, he's backing, he's looking, he fires, and it is complete. Alshon Jeffrey for a first down inside the 20. Wentz back, he steps up, he is firing, touchdown! Perfect strike as he guns it to Zach Ertz. Ertz's 7th touchdown of the year.
Oh! Hey, they swagging! They swagging!
There would be more celebrating, but it would only come after they shut down the Bears, and they took that seriously.
This time, the handoff goes to Howard, and the Eagles stop him for a loss. They stop him for a loss of a yard as Brandon Graham nails him backwards.
With the Eagles leading 7-0, Jeffrey took the field again looking to make an impact against his former team. And it started the offense rolling.
Wentz back, he fires, and it is caught by Jeffrey. Great catch down at the 35-yard line. Wentz takes the snap, he's back. He's looking, he pulls away from one man. He starts to run. He's across the 30, he's across the 20, he's down at the 18. The running Carson Wentz, leaving Bears in his wake. Wentz takes the snap. Wentz fires out in the flat to Aguilar. Aguilar across the 10, across the 5. He leaps, he's in, touchdown, there he is, Nelson Aguilar.
As well as the offense was playing, the defense was shutting down Chicago and aimed to keep the Bears from getting a first down.
You're talking about the #1 run defense in the NFL. Trubisky hands off again. Nothing there for Howard. Absolutely nothing there. It's pulled down by Michael Kendricks.
Now it was time for Alshon Jeffrey to go bowling.
Wentz back. Wentz pumps. Wentz looks. Fires. Caught. Jeffrey. Touchdown.
Yeah, that's how you do it to your own team.
The offense looked to start out the second half strong with their leading receiver, Zach Ertz.
Wentz takes the handoff. He fakes. He fires complete. He's got another first down as he guns it to Ertz over the middle.
You can never go wrong with Ertz. I don't even play fantasy. If you got Zach Ertz on your team, you're gonna be straight. And the fourth, this one we at our best. You know it, this one we have fun.
Here's the snap again. He steps up. They've got him. They've got him, and it's Fletcher Cox. He's dropping. He looks. He fires. It is intercepted. And running down the far side is Corey Graham. He's at the 40, the 30. He cuts back at the 20, and he's down to the 19. And that will do it.
Fly, Eagle, fly on the road to victory.
One of them is an all-pro defensive tackle. One of them is a major playmaker at the linebacker position. And one is a rookie living out his hometown dream playing for the Philadelphia Eagles. We talked to Fletcher Cox, Michael Kendricks, and Corey Clement in this episode of Unscripted as the Eagles keep rolling along at 10-1.
So are we on board with this? Are we cool with this idea that the Eagles are good? Are we there? Are we really comfortable with that one?
Eagle fan, how hyped are you? How psyched are you to see Carson Wentz and your team? Best record in the NFL, arguably the best player on the best team in the NFL. Guy looks incredible.
The Eagles have the best record in the NFL. There's a buzz about this team right now. The Eagles are for real.
I mean, we got to have a serious big-time discussion because I got to tell y'all something right now.
we might have to sit up there and look at a guy like Carson Wentz and say to ourselves, excuse me, this brother can play. This Philadelphia Eagles team is no joke. We got to call it like it is.
Coach Peterson's philosophy is going into each week, be 1-0. Our record doesn't matter right now. As long as we focus on the true task at hand, and that's just winning one game each week, we should be good. And we just have to keep narrow focus and forgetting the outside noise and just believing in our system. Gotta have the mindset of being 1-0 only.
This morning we completed a trade with the Miami Dolphins. Jay Ajayi is a Philadelphia Eagle. We're excited to add him to our team, to our running back collection. We think he's a good player who adds to our group. We're excited about that and having him here going forward.
Good afternoon, everyone. Merrill Reese and Mike Quick joining you for the Birds and the Denver Broncos.
And I expect this to be a very, very tough out for the Eagles because they play defense so well, and if they can get anything going offensively, this could be a tough match. But, of course, the Eagles are a better football team. They should win this game.
Flips it downfield. Oh, perfect touch to Alshon Jeffrey. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with a strike to Trey Burton.
I think during the week, everybody hyped that team up about how good of a team they was, and we knew that they come out, ready to roll. And, we knew going into that game also as a defense that, we had to stop them from running the ball, and we did a really good job at it.
That's how I get down. That's how I roll. Always in control. That's how I get down.
They just crushed the pocket. I mean, Fletcher Cox is one man that I would not want to try and stand in front of.
That's how I roll.
That turned out exactly how I expected it to turn out. I know the running back, C.J. Anderson, pretty well. Played at Cal with me, so I had plenty of practice against him. He's a powerful back, but I knew that if we can get to him before he got rolling, we were good. And our D-line did a great job of shutting that down.
Watch me do my thing now. Dope beats, dope rhymes, and dope hooks. I get a flow and I write it in my notebook.
Clement is at the 5. He takes for the touchdown.
Beautiful.
This is a big one. Ajayi! Looking for the angle. Ajayi dives. Touchdown, Eagles.
Make way, cause here I am. Step in the jam. I'm the best in the land.
As far as our offense, we had a chip on our shoulder because they felt as if they can hold us to so many yards for that game. And include myself, I got the opportunity to score 3 times and make a difference. As a rookie, I don't really get many opportunities, but when the time comes, I try to not look back and just take the most of it.
Offensively, we had to run the ball, and they did a real good job at it. And just got the ball rolling and everything and just played a complete game, just all around.
Watch me do my thing now. You don't want problems. You don't want beef with the king now. Watch me do my thing now. You don't want problems. You don't want beef with the king now. Watch me do my thing now.
That is a kick-ass performance like I've ever seen. Offensively, you took the number 2 Russian defense, you put 200 yards on their ass. And then the number one rushing defense, it's around 35, 36 yards. We said we'd be what? 8-1. You're 8-1, man. 8-1. Hey, we'll see you guys in a week.
I really want you to put that that intro part in there. Right now we're just working on a little project. Really interested in music, so this is what I like to do just for a debriefing. Whenever I'm done with the day, I kind of just throw something on, whether it's listening or trying to create. That's just what we're doing now. Can you hear that intro? That little part right there? Yeah, that's that. That's that.
When you slow it down, you want time it. Your body tell the truth, no lying.
I can make a song just off of that simple 808 right there.
Just the drums. Right?
Just the drums and the 808s. That's all you really need. That's what gives a song that bounce. You know?
God shades on my face. Keep me far away from these faces.
I think we truly won on our bye week. Everybody took it serious, and we just wanted to come back on a high note. We didn't want to miss a beat.
Going into the game, I was still very confident in my team and the guys around me.
Handoff goes inside and plunging down to the 2. Yes, touchdown! Border!
Last year, we took a really, a big loss down there on the road in overtime against them. So it's just, we feel like we got unfinished business.
And this time, pass over the middle, and it's deflected and intercepted. Back one more time goes Prescott. He has time. He goes over the middle, and it is intercepted by Ronald Darby.
We came in from the first half, and we were down 7-9. The game had been slow. It honestly was the slowest game that we had played all year. And we knew we haven't turned it up yet. We haven't even hit our stride. So coming out, we knew what we needed to do. And that was just attack them full head of steam.
That was Ajayi for 71 yards.
That's my strategy. Just pound them at the line of scrimmage.
Comes right back to Clement. 5. He's into the end zone. Clement and the Eagles regain the lead, and that's the kind of drive the Eagles needed.
When our time came for the next half, we didn't look back. We just tried to answer with so many unanswered points, and we made Coach Peterson know that we believe in his system, his play calling, and we took it to life.
And running in is Lemon. It's a 2-point conversion.
We knew we didn't have a kicker. If it's not one thing, it's another in this game. You know what I'm saying? So our back's against the wall at this point. We don't have a kicker. We're going to have to make the 2-point conversions.
Wentz takes the football, fires. They've got 2 points. Alshon Jeffrey. The ball is deflected and loose, picked up by the Eagles. It's Nigel Bradham. Bradham picked it up and took it in for a touchdown. Wentz makes it look easy as he passes to Trey Burton. Add 2 more points. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Well, a lot of green shirts around Prescott, and Tim Jernigan, Fletcher Cox, Lenny Curry, everybody's having a party in that backfield right at the quarterback.
Not having the kicker didn't really affect us in the way that we thought it would, but I think it gave us more of a chip on our shoulder, so let's just step it up a little bit more.
Defense always does their job. Offense, we closed out the way we should.
We're sitting here, guys, on the verge of being the first team in this season to have 10 wins. 10 wins. You control your destiny. It's in your hands. Isn't that a great thing? We don't have to worry about a team doing this, that, and the other. It's right here, and it's in the palm of your hands. Our control. That's what we want. And this is where we make our run. This is where we make our push.
As far as the summer games go, they're just as if they were like any game in September, October, November. It's another game on our schedule. It means a lot, and we just have to keep narrow focus. Forgetting the outside noise and just believing in our system and just bonding together as a unit.
Our mentality has always been the same as it's always been since the beginning of this year. Approach the day with the goal of getting better and treat it as such, and everything will take care of itself.
Now, we want to bring something special to the city, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows what that is, but in order to gain that, we have to take care of the small things, and that's in practice, and got to take care of the big things, and that's winning games. So this record being 9-1, I threw it out the window because I want it so bad that I got to have the mindset of being 1-0 only.
It's a very busy time of the year for the Eagles on the field and off. They are steadfastly dedicated to helping the Philadelphia community. We take a look.
This is like a lifetime dream for some of them, Right before they left for the bus, they were so excited, We have kids from all walks of life here. The Bucksmont Challenger League we started about 14 years ago. It's for special needs kids to get out on the football field and play flag football. We incorporated buddies, from all around the high schools in the area, and the kids come out, and each kid helps a special needs person play football, and we also have our cheer programs.
I just love the kids. Like, I especially love Joey, my buddy, and like they just being around them, they're like the happiest people, and like that's what brings me back. They just make me happy. Them being happy, playing with them, it's great. It's a great time.
Great chance for us guys on this team to come out and help people in need. And me and my dad used to have a team, a Challengers team, back home in Palos Verdes, so kind of used to it, kind of been through this, and I mean, it's just awesome to come out here and help a little bit. And I get excited. I get excited to come out here the day after a game on my off day, but I'd rather spend it here for an hour, you know.
The Eagles and the Seahawks play on Sunday night, renewing a rivalry that isn't that familiar to a lot of fans. When we return to Inside the Eagles, Mike Quick and Merrill Reese take a look at our old school All-22 at an Eagles-Seahawks game that featured a big defensive play from linebacker Omar Gaither.
Hi everyone, I'm Merrill Reese, and welcome to Old School All-22, a look back at some special Eagles moments. Merrill Reese and Mike Quick, of course. And Mike, we're talking about the Seattle Seahawks. And in recent years, there hasn't been a lot of success against this franchise. But one big game that the Eagles did win occurred in 2008 at that gray, drab, but very noisy Kingdome.
Well, the Eagles during that time, they had, yes, Jim Johnson as the defensive coordinator, and he was always able to go into his laboratory and come up with some formula. He forced the Seattle Seahawks, Merrill, to punt the ball 11 straight times. The defense was stellar. And let me just show you some of the plays from that defense. On 2nd and 10, early in the fourth quarter, the Eagles lined up in two-man coverage with two deep safeties and man coverage across the board underneath. This puts linebacker Omar Gaither in a one-on-one situation with running back Maurice Morris. The ball is snapped, and as soon as Morris declares himself a blocker, Gaither sets his sights on quarterback Seneca Wallace. This is called a green dog blitz. And because Gaither knows that the back is not a threat as a receiver, he inserts himself into the blitz, leaping over the offensive line and bringing down quarterback Seneca Wallace for a sack to bring up 3rd and 17. On the very next play, Jim Johnson puts 6 defenders on the line of scrimmage, including linebacker Stuart Bradley lining up to the left of center. But the blitz wouldn't come from the left. Instead, Johnson had a zone pressure coming from the right side. Seattle doesn't have enough blockers to pick up Quentin Michael blitzing from the deep part of the field. Bradley picks up the hot route, forcing Seneca Wallace to roll to his left and throw an ill-advised pass, which is broken up by cornerback Sheldon Brown. The main objective of a zone blitz is to send pressure without sacrificing numbers in your coverage. And Johnson did just that on this play, getting a free hitter on the quarterback despite using 5 rushes against 6 Seahawks blockers. It's just one of the things that made Jim Johnson one of the best defensive play callers of the modern era.
Inside the Eagles is brought to you by McDonald's, I'm loving it, and by AAA, the right call for every drive. Visit AAA.com today. As we do every week, we take your questions on Twitter at Eagles. It's our Ask an Eagle segment presented by Geico. And this week, we visit with linebacker and special teams ace Camus Grugier-Hill, who's also helped the team in a variety of ways that you might not have expected.
At JD_Unlimited asks, do you have a background in soccer? You must with those kickoffs. Yeah, I do. I played soccer from 4 years old all the way to sophomore year of high school. So, yeah.
So it's a primetime game for the Eagles on Sunday night in Seattle as the team goes for a franchise record 10th straight victory. Make sure you join us next week on Inside the Eagles. Until then, have yourselves a great Eagles night.